Hello powerful galactic beings, welcome back to another video. No matter how well your social interactions go, how much you accomplish, or how much good you put into the world, you will always have haters. An unfortunate aspect of life is that some people hate when others do well. A hater is someone who discredits, devalues, or downplays your accomplishments. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you do nothing. Someone is going to say something negative about you. You can't do anything about these people. All you can do is give them something worth talking about. These types of people are fueled by jealousy and contempt. Your failures make them happier than their own success. To them, everything is a zero-sum game and they only see scarcity and limitation. A hater is no different than a jealous person. In fact, the same reason that people are jealous is the same reason why they become detractors of anyone's accomplishments. If you do well, they feel like something was taken from them, and no one can ever be happy when they feel like something has been taken from them. When you do what makes you happy, you will always have people who are unhappy simply because you are not as they are. Even though it's all in their head, jealous critics imagine that every bit of progress you make sets them back. For anyone looking to improve their life and make progress towards big plans, the reactions and responses you get from envious people can be a huge downer. People will always project their insecurities onto you. Haters are going to hate, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's okay, because today I am going to tell you why these people are the way they are and give you some helpful hints for dealing with them. If you are experiencing unexpected hostility, especially from people you once or still do consider friends, these are the most likely reasons. If you improved, haters are going to hate when you get better. If you are doing well, haters are overjealous. If you surpass them, haters can't stand winners. If you didn't fail, haters wanted you to fail. If you evolved, haters didn't, then they will hate. Everyone wants the good life. Few people are willing to do the work necessary to get a good life. If that's you, then learn how to get your life together here. Rather than elevate themselves to your level, haters would rather waste time trying to drag you down to their level. The quickest way to get haters is to succeed. If you want a bunch of friends, be unsuccessful. How many times have you seen someone become successful and thought to yourself, man, they are so lucky? In reality, you don't see the years of hard work that went on behind the scenes, but that doesn't register to a hater. You see, to the average person, becoming rich, successful, or famous is so out of reach that their first thought is to discredit anyone that has those things. By telling themselves that a person got lucky, they are justifying the impossibility of such a thing happening, so they can feel more content with their less than ideal lifestyle. Now, it's one thing to see someone become an A-list celebrity and find huge success in their life, but for one of their friends to achieve great things, that's even more unlikely. You were their friend, their equal. And by improving your life, you are signaling to them, I'm better than you, look at everything I have done that you will never do. Obviously, that is not your intention. But to a hater, rational thinking is not a specialty. Your improvement may bother people who are used to you existing below their level. They may openly campaign for you to get your life together, but they secretly relish their superiority over you. If you spend most of your time around people who care about you, you won't have this issue. Close friends and family genuinely want you to succeed. Your casual peers will not, because change disrupts the social order they rely on for their self-esteem. When you move past them on the social ladder, they will feel a need to pull you down. Progress on the social ladder is almost always the result of progress in other areas of your life. Not only are you reminding them of what they aren't doing, they will also feel beneath you. This, more than anything you actually do, will inspire resentment, envy, and hate. They will constantly remind you of things you did or ways you thought once the roles are reversed. Their hope is to put you back where you were so that the balance of power is restored. In the meantime, you improved into an attractive person. Now they want to give you attention. But you are not interested because you are capable of attracting higher quality people now. You also remember that they snubbed you. You have elevated yourself to someone worthy of their time, but you don't want them. Since they missed the opportunity to have you, they get sour grape syndrome now that the situation is reversed. They invent reasons why you aren't worthwhile. This makes them feel justified in hating on you. After all, there must be something wrong with you since you're no longer interested. If your life is on a downward spiral, people will write you off. I don't condemn this because there's no point in going down with a sinking ship if the captain is determined to destroy it. If you manage to turn things around after the ship's been abandoned, some interesting things happen. Some people will be angry that you didn't drown. They will hate that you have acquired a better life. You were supposed to be nothing. Instead, you became something. This sounds similar to the surpass people motivation for hate. The difference is that you don't have to surpass the person. You don't need to fly higher, you just have to not crash. These toxic personalities only feel satisfied when others suffer. If you come back to life after being left for dead, they need a narrative to explain why they abandoned you. Rather than explain that you were a mess and wish you well, you have to remain the bad guy. It's always easier to despise the bad guy. Maybe you weren't the captain of the ship, but you were the first mate. Still, it was destined for disaster. One day, you got smart and jumped ship. For the rest of your days, you will be the worst type of human being to the individual or group you abandoned. Even though you acted in your best interest and became a better person, all they can see is that you are now a traitor. This is another reason why people remind you of what you used to be or where you came from. This is said to hold you down or to pull you back. If where you came from was trash, the other rats will resent you for escaping the sewer. The quickest solution for dealing with jealous critics is simple: ignore them and keep doing what you do. If your critics can directly influence your plans, then your plans aren't ambitious enough and you haven't even earned the privilege of having haters. That's right. You can usually just dismiss them. If you are bored, you can harass them. If you have got nothing better to do, they are great fun to troll. But I don't recommend wasting your time or energy on these people, because it will also drag you down. There is no magic wand to get rid of haters. There is no secret spell to win them over to your side. Some people won't like you regardless of what you do. That's all right. The world is a big place and negativity loves to make itself known. However, haters zone on people that don't fight back. Keeping your head low and not pushing back on them doesn't actually help. They don't get bored, they get even more brutal. In the workplace, I think the best way is to observe them. Gather as much intel on them as you can. Watch them like prey. You are shy and have social anxiety, so this kind of non-engagement is the perfect tactic for people like you. Once you gathered the info, there are two possibilities. Either you realize how lame that person is and you will feel superior, which means their bullying won't bother you anymore, or you will have plenty of ammo to throw back. They say something mean, you throw something at them along the lines. That usually shuts them up for a while. You have to stop wondering why you are always hated for no reason. That's exactly why. You are acknowledging them, and their successful attempts at making you feel like nobody, when in reality, they are completely lame, have nothing to be proud of other than the ability to put others down. They don't mean nobody. They don't matter, and frankly, you are probably awesome, and the stuff they are making fun of you about is actually what makes you a really cool and interesting person. Come to terms with yourself and who you are, and stop letting others dictate what's wrong or weird or ugly about you. Don't let them talk about you, protect yourself. Tell them you think that was the lamest insult you've ever heard. Tell them to fuck off and do better next time. Tell them to eat shit. They won't come back. Some bullies are just doing it for the cruelty, sure. Then there are some who do it to entertain themselves. When people overreact to teasing, it can be funny and entertaining, like messing with a little kid or acting as if you are going to throw the dog's toy then not. It becomes wrong to do so repeatedly when the subject doesn't get to laugh along. Other bullies do it for social status. To look good in front of the group. Knowing the motivations of any possible bullies can help in dealing with them. Sometimes embarrassing bullies by calling them out to the group will work to stop bullying. These would be effective with the ones who are just getting a laugh or some of the ones who just like a little cruelty. However, the ones who do it for social status may be narcissistic. They would take it as humiliation and might seek to destroy you. Likewise, some of the cruel ones may be sociopathic and invite similar destructive repercussions. Start showing confidence in the way you stand and walk. Have low self-esteem to begin with. They are afraid of being made fun of, being picked on, and so on. They look for people who have lower self-confidence than themselves, so that they can show off their confidence in putting others down. The best thing to do is not fight back. The best thing is to find confidence in yourself and be comfortable with who you are, and what you are. That's hard to do on your own. But if a hater starts to make fun of, or say the fact you like books, when you are confident in yourself, you can completely own that hobby. The bully doesn't get the satisfaction of making you feel bad, and you look less of a target to others. Make sure to protect yourself and stay away from haters.
Nadra. Yeah, Nadra. What these motherfuckers talking about? You already know how we do it on this side. I don't know about that side. I know about this. This is how it's done.
Let me show you.
This is how it's done. Yeah.
Let me show you.
This is how it's done. Yeah.
Let me show you.
This is how it's done. Yeah.
Let me show you.
This is how it's done. Yeah.
Let me show you.
This is how it's done. Yeah.
Let me show you.
This is how it's done. Yeah.
Let me show you.
This is how it's done. Yeah.
Let me show you.
Whipping and gripping the lamp. Niggas, they know I'm the man. I got my hands in the fortune. Niggas, they know I'ma torture them. Niggas, they know I'm a king. I got my bling on. I got my sing on. I say the same, so niggas, they migos. They come with them 3-0s to shoot in your face like a motherfucking dream fight in the motherfucking winter. Niggas, they know I'm a sinner. Hey, niggas staying local. I'm going global. Fighting with the peso, cause I say so. Niggas acting funny. I get the money. Niggas act like dummies. I just get the money.
I get all the honeys. We just running back and you know that it's done it. This is how it's done.
Let me show you.
This is how it's done.
Let me show you.
This is how it's done.
Let me show you.
This is how it's done.
Let me show you.
This is how it's done.
Let me show you.
This is how it's done.
Let me show you.
This is how it's done.
Let me show you.
This is how it's done.
Let me show you.
I got them diamonds on my fingers. Step into the ring, I'm a king, nigga.
You know it.
I did it for my team and my dream niggas.
Oh, yeah.
You niggas sippin' lean on some fiend shit. I got my girl Celine on some mean shit. These niggas looking envious, I mean it. They really so prejudiced, I hate it. These niggas though I'll never be degraded. And the Matrix.
And these bitches want my baby. You telling them they acting really crazy.
And you know I'm the bigger boss. And you know I never take a loss. And you know I got some bigger costs.
Let me show you. 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 Let me show you.